What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Nikki here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a little bit of a stock analysis on Apple, a little bit of a deep dive into Apple, the company, the stock, and you already know the drill. Let's get it.
Ooh, big daddy, you not talking money, you can miss me with the chit chat. I'm not with the rah-rah.
First things first, y'all, okay, I have been dabbling with the thoughts of a series on my channel, and this is video 1 of that series. I don't really know what I'm gonna call it. I think I'm gonna call it like the S&P, the plunge, or something like that. But essentially what it is I'm going to be doing like a stock analysis. And now hold on a second. When I say stock analysis, I don't necessarily mean like we're gonna pull up financials, balance sheets, cash flows, go over all the numbers and be all nitty gritty, because I don't really got it like that. I can understand a little bit of it, but basically the series is going to be me talking about every single company in the S&P 500, kind of what the company is, the management, their basic numbers, the dividends if they have it, my thoughts if I would invest, if I wouldn't invest, and just kind of my overall take on each company that's held in the S&P. I'm gonna be hustling, okay, because 500 videos. Then I'm gonna move on to the NASDAQ, the Dow, bada bing, bada boom. So we have got some work ahead of us, and to be honest, by we I mean me. But you guys, I haven't seen anybody do this out here in these streets, and I thought it would just be really fun because it's really like us learning together. Like I literally, like I don't know about you, but I don't even know all of the holdings in the S&P 500. So it's like I'm just gonna be educating myself, taking y'all along the journey of this education together, so we can just be like better up here. You know what I mean? So I just feel like this series is about to be a good ass time, and let's dive right into number 1, which is going to be Apple. Now, y'all already know I love me some Apple. Now, I own 11 shares of an Apple at an average cost of $88.32. Now, I personally love them because I am hands down, point blank, period, obsessed with their products. Look, I'm gonna show you here for a second. Check it out. I got their iPad, the MacBook Pro, I got the iPhone 12 Pro. I do have an Apple Watch, but it's not on me right now because Sundays, we don't track that. The majority and bulk of my workflow, that's not hard, say that a few times. But it all goes through Apple products, okay? Like I literally do everything on my MacBook Pro, my iPhone, and my iPad Pro. Like those things, if I lost those things, I would be in a world of hurt. And I use so many of these products because I truly believe that the user experience and the customer experience when using their products is just unmatched. I think it's unparalleled. So let's go ahead, let's dive into this one. Now I'm pretty sure unless you're living under a damn rock, you know what Apple does, but essentially they design, manufacture, market smartphones, computers, tablets, wearables, accessories, you know, all that good stuff. And they do it in a huge market that is global, worldwide. Every single person on the planet could be a customer of Apple. Now, you guys, I've talked about before that it's very crucial to kind of look into these companies' management and the executives running the business, because essentially that's the captain of the ship. Those people are leading this business. So when you're investing into it, not only are you investing into financials, investing into the products or services, but you're putting your money and faith into these people. So here are kind of just a few of the execs of Apple, okay? They got a few, they got a pretty penny worth of people. But the CEO, Tim Cook, okay, the main guy, the guy we see on all the Apple events when he's lifting up the laptop, it's like, or whatever, like that meme was, I don't know, something crazy. So he's obviously doing a good job. I don't have to really speak on Tim Cook himself, but I did find out that prior to working at Apple, he worked at IBM, which is another amazing dividend paying blue chip company that I highly recommend you look into, but who knows, we may be looking into it soon. And his role there, he was the director of North American Fulfillment, something yada yada bada bada. But as you can see in this photo again, that there's a serious amount of executives all leading very specific departments within the business, which I really like because it shows that every little like nook and cranny of the business is being overseen by someone with great background, experience, professionalism, and knowledge. I mean, it's pretty sure it's no secret that a company like Apple has very talented people leading the departments of their business. Like, I think that goes without saying. So let's go ahead, let's do a quick little deep dive on the basic numbers of this company, which let me tell you, it's one of the most financially sound companies, if not the most, that I think is even in the market. But currently at the time of recording this video, Apple's trading around $123. Apple pays a 0.67% dividend. So you're not really investing in Apple to get insane making dividend payments, but between the company, the business, the products, the dividend they do pay, the room for growth of that dividend, and the growth of the overall stock, you're gonna be okay, at least in my personal opinion. They are up 105% in the last year. You guys, this is nutty, this one right here, okay? They're up 364% in the last 5 years. They are part of the T Club, okay? They have a market valuation of $2 trillion. A little over actually, but 2, you know, we round. We like solid numbers. And the dividend payout ratio is only 25%. And if you guys know anything about me and what I prefer and what I kind of low-key recommend for dividend paying companies is anything under 60%. So the fact that Apple's at 25%, like they can grow this dividend, and I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Give them some time. But it's a great sign because it shows that they have an insane amount of money that they're covering their payments out, like, and then some. Like, the dividend here is not at risk of being cut is what I'm trying to say. But you guys, all that aside, let's have a little chit chat, a little discussion about actually why I personally love Apple, and I think it's an amazing company and investment. Apple is an absolute beast, okay? It's no secret, okay? I'm pretty sure everybody kind of agrees with that. You're either a fanboy of Apple or you're a serious hater, and you probably, you know, when I text you, it's probably green, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I always think about, okay, why does the company deserve me as an investor? And that sounds a little like, girl, you ain't all that. What you mean the company deserves you? You should wanna like, okay, relax. But when you think about it, it's like you're investing your time, your knowledge, your money into something. It needs to deserve you, okay? It needs to make sense to you. So Apple has 3 main reasons why I am obsessed with them, and I'm gonna tell you about it right now. First thing is the product line and the customer experience. The ecosystem of all their products, you've heard about that, okay? We know about the Apple ecosystem. It's just the ease for the user is just crazy. The ease of the upgrades are also crazy. Everything just transfers over. Literally, I think like when I got my new phone, there was like this weird thing that showed up on the old phone, and I like scanned it over the camera, and like everything jumped. I don't know, it was like sorcery if you ask me, but it was so easy. The next thing is the absolute power of their devices. And I'm not necessarily talking about like their MacBook Pros or anything like that, because I know for the money you can get a better performing Windows machine. But like, let's say for example, this iPad that I have here, okay, my iPad Pro, like I do everything off of here, okay? This is like a nutty thing for me. I edit videos off here, I edit photos on here, I take notes on here. It's got crazy specs on it. Like honestly, I'm not like super techy, I don't even know like the specs. I'd have to pull it all up, and I ain't got it like that. But I do have 512 gigs of storage on here, so like any video editing I do, anything I can keep on this. It's the size of a piece of paper. I can throw it in my purse, throw it in my bag. I got my pencil here. You know, we taking notes, we making moves. But the biggest thing on this one is the video editing, you guys. Like, I pull up an app, I put in my stuff, and I'm editing video on my couch on this paper thin device. And then it renders it. If the video is 10 minutes, it'll be done in literally 2 minutes. It's crazy. The power in this is nuts. And then on top of all of that, just kind of the feeling you get and the quality you get from their products as a consumer is pretty awesome. Like, that iPad to me feels so good. I love it. It's compact, it's sleek. The MacBook Pro that I have, the silver is just absolutely beautiful. I think it's stunning. Everything is crisp, clean, minimalistic. I'm here for it, and I love it. The second thing that I absolutely am obsessed about Apple is something I talk about a lot, you guys. It's the brand recognition and the loyalty. This is huge, and I've touched on this before, but when other companies use your products in their marketing, like commercials or whatever, ads on Facebook, like literally whatever, if your product is in their commercial, in order for them to be relevant to the consumer, you are winning, my friend. And when you create long-lasting, really easy products for your consumers to use, you have clients and fans for life. You win in that situation. But there is one little thing that I was thinking about that could be a downfall, maybe a little bit of a downside to Apple, is because when you retain customers like that, like when literally you're just getting new customers, so think about it. All those Android users, let's say all of them, which is not realistic, but let's say they all transfer over to Apple and you make great products that last years and years. The problem then becomes, how can you get them to upgrade? How can you get them to purchase the new products that you're making when their one from last year or the year before is literally just as good and would do pretty much the same thing? Now, I could see this potentially becoming an issue. I don't think it would be anytime soon, but I think about it like I don't upgrade my phone every year, every 2 years. Usually it's like 3 or 4 years. My computer's like 5 years. This iPad Pro, I don't really even know when I would upgrade that because I'm obsessed. So it's like, what products of theirs would I buy when I'm already really loving the ones that I have? But that's where the fan loyalty kind of swoops in, because sometimes people don't give a shit, okay? They be buying it just because Apple released it, it's new, they want the next best thing, and they're hardcore fans, and they got money like that apparently. They could just be dropping coin on the Apple products, okay? All up in the Apple store, like, let me have one of them, let me have one of them, let me have one. You know, like those people who like watch the event and then they pre-order like 6 months in advance? Those people are the real ride or dies. Like I've said before, I feel like Apple could literally brand a sock and market a pair of socks and make them 50 bucks and people, they'd sell out. They'd sell out. Could you imagine a pair of Apple socks, like literally tube socks from Walmart with like an Apple logo on it that just they market in a weird, cool way, and they're like, it's $50, and people are like, make it rain up in this mug. I'm taking them socks. That is a dangerous, dangerous situation for a consumer, but as a investor and a business owner, that is an amazing, beautiful thing. And then the third thing why I'm obsessed with them is just the future. I think Apple is such an innovator. Their products are just pioneering for next chapters in humanity, basically. Like, they literally invented the smartphone and it changed the way that we live without a doubt. Like, literally think about your life without an iPhone for a second. Yeah, I don't think it looks very good. It looks a little boring, looks a little bit like, you know, 1980. So I have no doubt a company like Apple will continue to do that in new areas of our lives every year, every decade, every century, whatever it is. And just in general, technology is such an industry and kind of section of our economy and market and life that's always constantly evolving. Like, the literal best thing that's just released went out of date like the day it's released. Like, there's so many advances in technology that it's just crazy to me. So I just feel like the possibilities for them to really grab on and take a hold of those changes and possibilities are endless. I'm thinking things like VR, virtual reality, electric cars, the Apple glasses, maybe more on a smart home type situation, maybe I think almost like artwork. They can make it in a way where it's like living artwork. Like, that'd be cool. Like, there's just so many damn possibilities. So is Apple stock worth buying and investing? Absolutely. In my personal opinion, hell yes. Are y'all in love with Apple as much as I am? Can you please let me know down in the comments below? You guys know I love talking to all y'all. Y'all, you know. Please, if you would for your girl, smash that thumbs up button. It means the world to me. It helps the channel out a tremendous amount, but y'all already know that. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing by hitting the MB in the bottom corner or that red subscribe button down underneath the video below. Join the crew, join the journey. I post 2 videos a week on this channel about stocks, money, finance, investing, side hustles. I just want to make money and have a good ass time. And you already know, if you are this far, you are my most favorite people of all. You are the real MVP. Come here, you know I love you. And like always, guys, enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is. Always remember to do what sets your hearts on fire. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.